KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning to you. It is Monday, November 21st.
Happy Monday. We know Thanksgiving this Thursday. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I didn't ask you yet.
Gonna be here, having dinner here.
Okay. Are you cooking or are you going out?
Girlfriend's cooking. Yeah.
Spoiled.
Well, I'm going to smoke a turkey.
Okay.
So I get there, the sides will be in progress, and I spend the day smoking a turkey.
Find yourself a girlfriend who'll cook for you. Justin.
It's not a bad thing.
Justin, is your wife cooking? Are you cooking?
Yes, combination of wife and mom, so it's going to be good stuff.
You're not cooking at all?
I mean, I might a little bit. Now I am.
Now I have to.
I am. Yeah, now I feel like I should. Yes, I probably will help out a little bit. One thing is for sure, the forecast for Thanksgiving is still a little bit in question. We're still watching what's going to evolve there as far as showers and storms and chances of rain. We do know there's quite a bit of rain out there this morning. It's been a wet, chilly morning. Schertz, Seguin up to New Braunfels, Devine, Hondo, Medina Lake, everyone getting in on some of this light rain. It's passing showers, but it's made for wet roads and just an overall damp, chilly morning, the way temperatures are setting up. As we go outside for you right now, 41, rain at the airport, northeasterly winds at about 7, so that makes it feel like it's 36 out there. We went through an entire weekend of cold, damp weather, and it continues right on into our Monday. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast, 60% chance of rain through about midday. Then we'll start to taper the rain chances just a little bit. They're still there, but I don't think the radar will be as busy. 44 degrees at 2 o'clock, 45 at 3 o'clock. We're only getting up to 46. That's it. It's going to be another one of those days. Northeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. What about a warm-up? Well, we do have a warm-up in store. It's going to take a couple days to get back into the 50s and maybe 60s. And as I mentioned, the Thanksgiving Day forecast and Friday forecast still very much in question. We'll discuss it, take a look at it coming up here in just a few minutes. But let's go over to Stephen now and take a look at those roads. A lot of people starting to travel today, Stephen.
Yeah, and hey, heads up, if you don't have a girlfriend or a wife like me, there's always mom, and that is just as great. But let's get a look at these roadways. Maybe a lot of folks are heading over to their mom's house, getting ready for the Thanksgiving holiday, but thankfully, no big issues out there at this point. 37 at Fair Avenue, you can see the roads are still wet, as Mike Osrage would say. See some of those cars kicking up some rooster tails. But just remember to drive safe. There's no real need to rush out there. Very wet out there at 410 at Marbach. Now, we did have a few issues to talk about here. 410 southbound at Southland Road. A crash was reported earlier that was causing a bit of a slowdown in those southbound lanes, but not seeing that anymore, so that crash may have already cleared out. So better news to report out there. And also, we did have a crash a little bit further up over here on 410 northbound at WW White Road. That is lingering around for quite a while, causing slowdowns in both the north and southbound lanes, but looks like that is cleared out, and we are looking a lot better here off US 90 and Vio Creek. Traffic's also dwindled down a lot, and that could be because school may be out for most students, which means the commute may be easy the rest of the week. But just remember to check your vehicles, drive safe out there, and plan your commute ahead of time. Grab those phones right now, and you can scan this QR code. Head over to it will take you to the KSAT traffic page. Has a full list of the current closures throughout the month of November, so plan your commute ahead of time. Mark, Sarah?
You. Top stories we're following this morning. Uvalde CISD police officer whose wife was killed in the Robb Elementary school shooting has resigned.
An official with the district confirmed the resignation yesterday evening. Ruben Ruiz's wife was fourth grade teacher Eva Mireles. Ruiz had received a phone call from her saying she had been shot and was seen checking his phone in the hallway surveillance video. He was then taken from the hallway and was disarmed by other law enforcement officers.
Mireles was alive when she was pulled from the classroom, but died on the way to a hospital. The date of Ruiz's resignation is not clear.
Now to the deadly shooting at an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs. A mass shooting rocking the community as hundreds gather overnight, mourning the 5 who lost their lives.
25 others were injured. The day of the shooting, also a Transgender Day of Remembrance, honoring those killed in anti-trans violence. As
ABC's M. Wynn reports, authorities are investigating the shooting as a hate crime.
A community in shock after police say a 22-year-old gunman opened fire with an AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle at Club Q, an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs.
It was so scary. I heard shots, broken glass, bodies.
Oh gosh, sir.
It was... How? Why?
One bartender, Michael Anderson, recalling the moment shots rang out Saturday night.
Something in my head said, get down, just get down right now. So I did. And then glass started just shattering all around me, bottles breaking just above. I'm on the ground and above me, there's just glass flying everywhere.
Authorities say the suspect, Anderson Lee Aldrich, was taken into custody just minutes after the first 911 call came through. According to police, heroic patrons prevented dozens more people from being shot after one person grabbed the suspect's gun, striking him with it.
We owe them a great debt of thanks.
Just last year, the suspect was arrested for allegedly threatening his mother with a bomb and weapons. No explosives were found, but Aldrich was charged with kidnapping and menacing. Colorado Governor Jared Polis, who is openly gay, on Zoom calling the shooting a senseless act of evil.
And I feel that same pit in my stomach as so many of you today do.
This morning, vigils are growing outside the club and across the nation as police are now investigating the shooting as a hate crime.
Club Q has family and community. We have all lost family, and our community has been devastated.
The latest shooting happening 6 years after 49 were killed at the LGBTQ nightclub Pulse in Florida. President Biden releasing a statement saying we must not tolerate hate. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
80 morning headlines. Mickey Mouse bringing back an old friend to run things at the happiest place on earth. And FTX, that crypto company, going down and taking a lot of investors with it.
Plus a warning for parents shopping for toys on their internet. David Sears is here with today's headlines. Good morning, David.
Good morning. Seems like this happens every year. People are trying to find that perfect toy for that child. The next thing you know, you got something that's not so perfect. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first, if you were wondering how bad things have gotten at Disney, the parent company of ABC, they are bringing back Bob Iger to take over as CEO. He led Disney for 15 years before stepping down a couple of years ago, and that's when Bob Chapek took over. He tried to lead Disney through the pandemic, but took a lot of criticism when he started raising prices at the parks. Then he brought on a lot of controversy the way he responded to the Florida law, the Parents' Rights Educational Bill. No response from Mickey or Minnie just yet, but I'm sure they are very happy today. The world of cryptocurrency company FTX continues to crash around it. Now the company says it owes creditors more than $3 billion. That is according to a bankruptcy filing in Delaware this past Saturday. Now, the cryptocurrency exchange company went under, and it took an estimated 1 million individual investors with it. The company is set to go before a bankruptcy judge tomorrow, and they are even being investigated for possible criminal activity by the police in the Bahamas. They were the reality show Chris Lee Knows Best. They are about to know prison and how long they will be staying in that fine real estate facility in Georgia. The couple, Todd and Julie Chrisley, scheduled to be sentenced by a judge today after they were found guilty of defrauding banks and the IRS out of millions of dollars. Todd was a real estate tycoon, and they took the money to fund their lavish lifestyle. Todd is looking at 17 to 22 years. Julie looking at 10 to 13 years. If you are scanning the internet and looking for toys for the kids, be aware there are some sites selling toys that have been recalled. The U.S. Public Interest Research Group, a consumer advocacy group, put out their Trouble in Toyland report. They say they bought more than 30 recalled toys for several different U.S. online sellers. Kid Uzi play tents, playhouses, a 6-inch Aflac plush duck, foot-to-floor ride toys from Huffy, just a few of the things that they found. The report also noted that counterfeit toys also being sold, and they may not meet safety standards. Just a suggestion, since you're on the internet, go ahead and take a little time and do some research and make sure what you are buying is safe before you bring it home for the kids. How come we always say Aflac every time we talk? I don't know.
It's like reflex.
It just hit me. You just want to talk about the Aflac duck. You just Aflac.
Yep. That's called marketing at work.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you, David.
All right. See you in a minute.
Yep. Thank you, David. 9:07, 41 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
It's going to be busy on the roadways and in the skies this week. We'll share some tips on making your Thanksgiving travel as stress-free as possible coming up. Plus,
good morning, I'm Max Massey. We are in the midst of Share the Shoes. Take a look. Donations are coming in strong, but there are still so many opportunities for you to step up and help out. We're going to explain how and where in just a bit.
11 minutes past the hour. A good pair of socks and shoes is something so many families take for granted is something that so many families need.
Share the Shoes is an initiative to collect new socks and shoes to help children in our area. KSAT Community is partnering with Zapatos and SAPD for the program.
Our Max Massey joins us live at the SAPD substation over on Prue Road. Max, how are collections looking so far?
Good morning, guys. Take a look. Row after row. It is so impressive, but we are far from done. There are still so many ways to step up and help out. Joined here with Officer Moreno. So, Officer, why is this such an important cause to you?
This is an important cause because there's a lot of kids in San Antonio that are out there in all the different school districts who aren't as fortunate as others. And anytime that we can help the community and give back and put a brand new pair of shoes on them, you got to remember a lot of these kids, they get one pair of shoe, one pair, just one pair, and that's it for the whole year. So anytime we can help them out, it helps their self-esteem. It just helps everything. It helps them get to school, helps them feel good about themselves so that way they can be productive throughout the day.
Okay, how are numbers looking so far? We can see them here, but behind the scenes.
Well, right now we're looking at about 150 pairs of shoes, and I think that San Antonio, we can do a lot better than that. If we can get as many donations in, the way to give is you can come into any substation. That's west, Prue, south, east, even headquarters downtown, and don't forget our Prue substation here. And you can donate any donations. We got socks and shoes. It's very important that we can give and just give back to this community that's given so much to us.
And you were telling me earlier that you guys have a little competition. Who can get the most donations?
Absolutely. Of course, it's going to be the Prue substation, right? But yeah, it's just a little friendly competition throughout our city here. And we want to come out on top. So y'all come into Prue, but actually, let's be realistic here, right? Come to any substation. You can come to Prue, you can come to West. Let's just get these donations out and help the kids out there.
Perfect. Officer Moreno, thank you so much. And as the officer was saying, it is so easy to step up and help out. You walk into any substation or headquarters, you have a new pair of shoes, new pair of socks, you walk over to the box. They're at every substation at headquarters. You drop it in, you're good to go, and you're helping a kid around the community. If you have any questions about where or how, we have all those answers. Just head to KSAT.com. Sarah, Mark, back to you guys.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you, Max. All right, let's go outside with live cam. As we've been at work this morning, we've heard downpours here in the downtown area. Physically, we're here at work. Mentally, we're still at home, curled up on the couch under a blanket, right?
Right. I'm dreaming about Thanksgiving dinner already.
That's right. I'm with you. That was the way the weekend went. I mean, it was that kind of weekend, and now it's just kind of holding over into Monday.
It really is.
Tuesday through Thursday is probably going to be cloudy too, but a little warmer. So there's that. A little bit less in the way of rain. Let's look at the radar right now. We've got some showers out there at this hour. These are those light showers, but they continue to pass right through San Antonio. Most of the roads here, all the roads here around San Antonio are wet right now. And there are going to be some pockets where you get more moderate rain, but this is generally pretty light stuff. We'll zoom in a little bit closer where some of the showers are at this hour. Mitchell Lake up towards Palo Alto College, Somerset. You get a little shower working in right now, and that'll move through pretty quickly. As we look at the north side of San Antonio, some showers working just north of the airport, Hollywood Park up towards Stone Oak. You're getting a little bit of rain and right along 1604. And as we look back out to the west, there are still showers developing, so we'll see these off and on. Through the lunch hour, even into the afternoon, I think there's a chance for rain, but you'll see the radar get a little less active later today. These are the rainfall totals as of last hour, and the numbers are good. Okay, it wasn't a great weekend to be out and about, but at least we're getting some rain that we very much needed. The airport, 0.59. And as we look around San Antonio in general, Selma, 0.7. Spring Branch, 0.56. Bernie, about 0.35 of an inch. Hondo, 0.2 of an inch. You get the idea. La Coste, almost half an inch. So nothing huge, but we're biting into that drought little by little. Every little bit helps here. And as we look at the official totals as of now, we've moved back into second place. That's a good thing for the driest year to date on record. 1917 back in the lead now. This time in 1917, they only had 10.11 inches. We're now up to 10.16 and still adding to that this morning. The average, by the way, is close to 30 inches, so we're still in a pretty big hole. As we go outside for you, 41 degrees with light rain coming down. Dew point is at 36, northeasterly wind at 7. There is a wind chill right now. It feels like 36 in San Antonio. Temperatures around the area are pretty consistent. Upper 30s, low 40s, 43 Austin, 40 Kerrville, 43 Hondo, 43 Pleasanton, 43 in Gonzales. and around Barrett County, low 40s. These numbers just won't move much. When you don't get any sun this time of year, it's hard to push these temperatures up. And so the KSAT 12-hour forecast with rain also in the forecast, 43 noontime, 50% chance of rain, then 30 to 40% chance of rain this afternoon. We're going to be lucky to make it up to about 46 or so, still with a northeasterly wind making it feel a little bit chillier. And then tonight, rain chances drop off quite a bit, cloudy, 45 at 8 o'clock, 45 at 9 p.m. So this is the system that is helping to kick up these showers this morning. That moves along, and then we look back out to the west, and this is still out over the Pacific on the Aleutian Islands here. This is the next system that's starting to take shape, which heads our way for Thanksgiving. Still way out there. The models still do not have a great handle on it. And so that leaves us a little bit in limbo when it comes to the forecast. Let's walk you through it. 2 o'clock on Monday. Again, rain starting to move out, a little bit less in the way this afternoon. And then as we get into tomorrow, can't rule out a few sprinkly showers throughout the day, just a 20% chance. But the clouds hold, and that keeps things fairly cool. Even going into Wednesday, still just a few showers here and there, 20% chance. This is 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. Even going into Wednesday afternoon, a couple showers here and there. It looks the same, right? As we get into Thanksgiving, that's when we start to see more rain around the area. And this is Thanksgiving around 5 o'clock. Now, this really depends on what model you look at. This is the American model, and it's quite a bit more wet than the European model when it comes to rain chances on Thanksgiving. It also has timing. Times this out very differently. So as we get into Friday, this wants to hold rain chances over top of us, and that is a possibility. But with very little agreement amongst the computer models, we're not going to say this is a certainty, but I will put rain chances in for Friday. And I know that's a big travel day, big shopping day, so be aware. And that would continue into Friday night before we would eventually clear out for the weekend. So here's what I got in my forecast. 54 Tuesday, 61 Wednesday. We get that gradual warm up, still with some small rain chances mixed in there. And then Thursday, I'm going to put in a 30% chance of rain on Thanksgiving. I think we could see a storm or two, and front moves through. Cooler on Friday, but the question will be, does that rain hang around? Right now, we're leaving in a 30% chance of rain.
Your turkey still hasn't got the hint, sticking his neck out on there.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Yep. Cute guy, though.
Guy.
Going to be tasty. Thank you, Justin.
Well,
9:18, 41 degrees. Thanksgiving only days away. If you travel by car or plane, millions of other Americans will be too.
That's right. ABC's Alexis Christoforous has tips on how to make the journey as stress-free as possible.
Thanksgiving, when families and loved ones gather from near and far. The roads and airports filled with travelers. AAA predicting 54.6 million people will travel 50 miles or more this Thanksgiving holiday.
And that's a 1.5% higher than 2021. So we're looking at the third busiest travel season for Thanksgiving holiday since 2000.
If you're one of the estimated 49 million making the trip by car,
the best times to take to the roads is really before 8 a.m. And after 8 p.m. You're going to see peak travel times between 4 and 8 p.m., Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Wednesday is the absolute peak day for travel, about 42% higher than normal volumes.
Before you hit the gas, don't forget to pack the essentials.
Making sure you have a safety kit in your car and flares and extra water and pack snacks.
If you'll be flying to your destination,
I think it's going to be a really busy Thanksgiving travel season. I think you're looking right now at flights that are more full today than they were pre-pandemic. So you're seeing flights with fewer empty seats today than we saw in 2019. Don't expect that coveted empty middle seat next to you. Not terribly likely.
Although delays happen, don't be too concerned about cancellations and disruptions.
I'm cautiously optimistic that air travel operations have improved and that we're not going to see the same meltdowns that we saw earlier this year. Even at the worst of times, still over 97% of flights are operating. The odds are still very much in your favor.
Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
9:20, 41 degrees.
College students in Uvalde helping out some of their own. They've opened a food pantry for students in need. When we come back, how you can help donate even if you don't live in Uvalde.
Just about 9:24. Being a college student on your own for the first time can be hard. hard enough, but dealing with the added pressure of inflation makes it even more difficult.
So some college students in Uvalde are hoping to inspire others to take part in the Season of Giving. As Lee Waldman shows us, they've created a food pantry on campus, and the demand is high.
The shelves are stocked at the Southwest Texas Junior College Food Pantry.
You can grab 3 cans of vegetables, 1 thing of peanut butter, or usually we have jelly, a thing of rice, tuna, really whatever it is they're looking for.
While the pantry has been around since 2017, COVID made a big impact.
We saw a really big decrease in donations being made. So as a past Phi Theta Kappa project here, we decided that it would probably be a good idea to try and revamp. And
Landon Haynes has been going to the junior college full-time for a year. She's president of the college's honor society, Phi Theta Kappa. She took on the challenge to revive the pantry.
they might need that little bit of extra support just to make it a little bit easier, having to, pay for college and help with families.
It benefits the students on campus. Each semester they can grab from the pantry 6 times. Right now, the need is greater than ever.
Half to 2/3 of our student body is low income, so they're making 150% or less of the poverty line.
These red donation buckets are set up throughout the campus. They give you a list of all of the pantry items that they're looking for to stock the food pantry, but online there's a way for you to donate monetarily.
We also have the contribute button on the website where you can go to designate that you want to donate to the food pantry specifically.
Haynes' mission has reached local businesses like the Uvalde School of Gymnastics.
It's just a good way for all of us to be involved and make a difference here in the community.
Keep it stocked up, keep it organized, and keep the awareness being spread about it being here.
And that was Lee Waldman reporting.
Besides donations, another way to help the food pantry is by rounding up your total at the cafeteria at the Southwest Texas Junior College in Uvalde. The extra money will go towards keeping that pantry stocked.
It's 9:26 and 41 degrees. There's still a lot ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including a look at morning sports. David will be back to talk about that huge Cowboys win over the Vikings. Plus, the U.S. is playing today at the FIFA World Cup.
Preparations are underway for the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday. What organizers are most excited about? That's when we come back.
Organizers of the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner are excited to welcome people back in person this year, but the side effects of inflation continue.
As Alyssa Cole reports, with just days from the big dinner, organizers say they still need more help to make it successful.
We lost the interaction with the people, the dancing, the music, all the fun that came with the nostalgic value of the Thanksgiving dinner, which my grandfather started 43 years ago. So we're super happy to be back.
One of the nation's largest Thanksgiving dinners is underway in downtown San Antonio, the 43rd Raul Jimenez annual Thanksgiving dinner. On Sunday, the RK Group donating more than 550 turkeys.
Proud to say that we were able to donate the turkeys needed to provide this meal for this long-standing San Antonio Raul Jimenez dinner tradition.
Make sure that the turkeys have access water.
The community-style dinner is a give-back event expected to feed more than 25,000 people. And Raul Jimenez's grandson tells us this year's dinner will make a difference for people who need it most.
Prices have gone up with inflation, and it's just getting really, really hard to afford things.
While Americans are embracing for an expensive Thanksgiving, data from USDA estimates food prices will be up 9.5 to 10.5% this year. Historically, they've only risen 2% annually.
We just kind of have a community table so that everyone could come, enjoy. That way no one's left behind and the mission continues.
Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
The Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner is free of charge and open to the public.
Doors at the convention center will open at 10 a.m. on Thursday.
Well, for a lot of folks, this really does set the mood for Thanksgiving week as far as staying inside with family and friends, having a healthy meal or not so healthy meal.
No.
Thursday is not the day to be healthy.
I mean, look, you're getting your veggies in, but at the end of the day, it's the unhealthy stuff's the way to go.
Go off.
And yes, macaroni and cheese is a side, David Sears.
Whoa. What? Where did this come from?
We had this whole discussion last year. It was a whole thing.
It's a side for like a regular, Tuesday night dinner, but not for Thanksgiving.
Okay, let's have this debate again.
This debate, it would go on for a long time, so we're gonna shift over to the weather. We've got some showers out there right now, some light showers tracking through San Antonio. We've seen these off and on throughout the morning. We'll see a few more of these even into the afternoon. Everything's going to be light, but we've picked up some good rain over the last 3 days or so. We've seen about half an inch or so here in San Antonio, and that's exactly what we've needed. As far as the forecast goes, you'll see these showers stay intact through about midday, and then we'll start to see a little less activity during the afternoon. If you're doing some travel today, a lot of people are starting to hit the roads. Know that there is rain around a good portion of Texas, especially as you head over to Houston, Brownsville, Corpus Christi, El Paso, even a few showers up there. It's drier as you work north, though, so places like Dallas-Fort Worth, you will run into some sun as you head up I-35, and as a result, some warmer temperatures, too. There's a look at the statewide radar and satellite, and yeah, most of that rain is concentrated San Antonio over to Houston, up to Austin, and then up into the hill country. Our KSAT 12-hour forecast, good chance for rain through noontime. Temperatures hold steady throughout most of the day, so we'll see 40s, mid-40s, even into the afternoon. 40% chance for rain at 3 p.m., 30% chance at 5 o'clock, and then down to a 20% chance by 8 and 9 p.m., guys.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Start this mac and cheese thing again. Cowboys coming off that tough loss in Green Bay last week. Yesterday had to travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings, one of the teams in the NFL that has a pretty impressive record at 8-1. Opening drive for Minnesota, Kirk Cousins, back to pass. There he comes. Look out. Micah Parsons, fumble. Dallas has it. Cowboys had to settle for a field goal, though. Up 3-0. So we go to late in the first quarter, tied at 3. Ezekiel Elliott from a yard out. That finished off a 10-play drive. Dallas up 10-3 after one second quarter. Under 2 minutes to play in the quarter, Dak wings it out to Tony Pollard. There he is. Check out the block from Dalton Schultz on the sidelines. 30 yards later, Cowboys lead 23-3 at halftime. Third quarter, Cowboys not wasting any time. Dak deep down the sidelines, has Pollard open, in stride, gone. 68-yard touchdown. Cowboys up 30-3. Pollard led the Cowboys in rushing and receiving. Vikings first drive of the second half going nowhere. DeMarcus Lawrence in for the sack on Cousins. 3 plays later, Cousins goes down again. This time, Dante Fowler's got him. Vikings forced to punt, never really close to the end zone. Cowboys score again on their next drive. Zeke, end zone, touchdown, his second of the day. That capped a 5-play, 41-yard drive. Still over 8 minutes left in the quarter. Dallas racked up 151 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Dak threw for 276 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins sacked 7 times. The final from Minnesota. Cowboys win it 40-3. They were blowing them out so well. Fourth quarter, all the starters got to rest, which is going to be really good since they got a short week this week. But after the game, it was all about the response after that Green Bay loss.
7 days ago in that locker room, we talked about, hey, this game will help us in the long run if we let it and just learn from it. And I think that's clearly was part of our lesson.
After last week, I had a good week of prep and just wanted to come in and set the standard and the expectation that I've talked about, that we have for ourselves. And just as you said, just being able to go and get points on the first 7 drives, honestly, was just staying in the moment.
I feel like, we kind of found our formula, just run the ball, pounding the defense, dominating, on all phases of the game. And, just trying to slow the game down and let our defense go out there and do what they do.
This is how it should be every week. There shouldn't be no gap. We should play sound football. We show them we're capable of it. We flash it. We got to consistently do it. Consistency wins championships. So if we're able to do that, we could go real far.
All right, once again, a short week for the Cowboys. They will be at home on Thursday, the annual Thanksgiving Day game. This time they are hosting the New York Giants. That ought to be a good one. Spurs closed out their 5-game West Coast road trip last night with a beat down from the Lakers. This is the Spurs' 5th straight loss. This was a horrible road trip. Here's your final. Lakers 123-92. We kind of knew this was going to happen. Unfortunately, they're getting blown out a lot of these games. We didn't see the blowouts coming, but we knew it was going to be a struggle this year. They're now 6-12. So here's a look at the Spurs schedule this week. They're home to host New Orleans, and then they stay home to host the Lakers and the Lakers. So that's 3 times we get to see Los Angeles. Maybe, I don't know, that guy will play. LeBron? Yeah, maybe he'll play. We'll see. Didn't play last night. It was bad. All right, hey, congratulations. UTSA Roadrunners are going to be hosting the Conference USA Championship game again in the Alamo Dome. This year's game is going to be held on December 2nd. Mark your calendars. The Roadrunners clinch the honor. They demolished Rice from start to finish over the weekend, 41-7. That got them the conference title. Frank Harris, unbelievable. 227 yards total, 5 touchdowns. 3 of those came on the ground, including a 63-yard touchdown that opened the second, scoring in the second quarter. The Roadrunners now have a chance to make history, going undefeated in conference play. Saturday in the regular season finale, they host UTEP. That game is at 2:30 in the Dome. In the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns cruised past Kansas 55-14. Running back Bijan Robinson carried the rock 25 times, career high 243 yards, and a career best 4 TDs. Texas now 7-4. They're going to wrap up the regular season Friday at home against Baylor at 11 a.m. early start time. Hey, and the season mercifully coming to an end for Jimbo Fisher and the Texas A&M Aggies. The Aggies, don't bury your head, man. It's okay, Justin. You're all right. The Aggies squeaked by UMass 20-3 to snap. We say squeaked by. It was 20-3 to snap a 6-game losing streak. Kyle Field nearly empty, except for that dude. Wow. Maybe that's why there was nobody around him. Put your shirt on, man. Oh, the season is over. Is the season over for them? No, still got LSU. Still got LSU? Okay. Well, the season was really over a couple weeks ago. And the U.S. taking center stage this afternoon in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The big event began yesterday. Is it Qatar or Qatar?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I think you can pronounce it any way you want. Ecuador 1-0, marking the first time the host nation lost the opening game in the World Cup. Ecuador also made history by scoring the first goal off a penalty kick. Now it's all about the U.S. taking on Wales. Several watch parties going on around town. The Crocketeers and the American Outlaws. San Antonio is going to host a party at Smoke BBQ and Sky Bar for the opening game. It's barbecue, of course. BBQ, called barbecue. So there's 6-2 England over Iran. That just happened, didn't it? Didn't that just finish? And then you got Senegal and the Netherlands. And today it's United States and Wales. That's at 1 o'clock, and then Mexico and Poland. So there's 2 big matches that a lot of people are going to be paying attention to. So there you go.
All right, and I think back in the old days we used to call it Qatar, and then we were all told it's Qatar, and now we're hearing Qatar again. So I think it's whatever you want it to be, David Sears.
I'm going with Qatar.
Qatar.
Okay.
Got it.
We'll stand with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Team USA. 9:39, 41 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
It was a big night for the music industry at the American Music Awards. If you missed it, don't worry. We have the highlights coming up.
And we're back on a very rainy, cool Monday here in South Texas.
I know. If you're at home and you didn't have to go to the office or school today,
lucky ducks.
We're very jealous.
Very jealous. And it is, we've had so much sun this year, so much heat and sun. It's kind of weird to have this stretch of just cloud cover.
It's kind of refreshing. I love the doom gloom.
A little bit. I think I'm ready for the sun to pop back out for at least a little bit. And that we may have to wait until next weekend for that to happen. Honestly, the way things are looking, we know it is going to be cloudy today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Let's go to the radar first. And you see the radar, the showers coming through still. We've got off and on light rain. That's been the case through much of the morning. So made for sort of a messy morning commute, although less people on the roads today as we head into a holiday week here. Showers still ongoing as you get south and west of Gonzales. That'll be working through. New Braunfels has seen some rain. And over the last 3 days or so, it's added up pretty nicely there in New Braunfels, about 0.8 of an inch. Very, very needed there, I know. And we've got more showers out across parts of Medina County as well. Again, all this is pretty light, and I think as we get later into today, you'll kind of see the back edge of this move through, and then the radar becomes a little more quiet, although we can't rule out still some showers even into the afternoon. There's the scene outside, cloudy and wet. Temperatures 41 at the airport, 42 Stinson, 41 Kelly, 41 at Randolph. Northeasterly winds from 5 to 10 miles per hour. That puts wind chills in the 60s. 40 in Kerrville, 41 Rock Springs, 43 Gonzales. So very uniform temperatures as you might expect underneath our deck of clouds. 40 in Bulverde, 40 down there in Devine. And there's the feels like number. Winds aren't all that strong, but strong enough to produce that feels like temperature in the 30s. 36 at Port SA, 39 is what it feels like right now at Stinson. Another jacket type day. KSAT 12-hour forecast. We leave rain chances pretty high through the lunch hour. Temperatures do not move much. 43 degrees noontime. I think we may get as warm as 46. That's it if we're lucky. Rain chances pretty low by 5 o'clock, 30%. And then we start to drop them off a little bit more as we head into this evening with cloudy skies. As far as rain goes, this is what the radar may look like around 4 o'clock. Again, not much there. And then as we head into tomorrow, same story, just these light sprinkly showers here or there. We're going to leave rain chances pretty low Tuesday into Wednesday. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot, but we just can't rule it out. And clouds hold, so that means temperatures will be slow to moderate. They will moderate, but they'll be slow to do so. Current temperatures right now across the state, 46 in Dallas, 43 Waco, 46 Houston, 45 right now in Laredo. So it's chilly statewide and across the country. I mean, we've been in the icebox for about a week now. Here, 28 Omaha, 32 Denver, 44 in Atlanta, 48 even in New Orleans. It's still Florida showing the warm temperatures or where things are at their warmest here across the country. So our current setup, there's the little disturbance is creating rain this morning. Then we go back out to the Pacific, and this is where our next system will be. This is up near Alaska, so we've got some time to watch it, but this is the system that likely moves in around Thanksgiving, and this is why there's still a lot of disagreement here along with our computer models as to how this is going to evolve. This is just one model, but it does show a decent chance of some showers, maybe a couple of storms Thursday, and then holds it over into Friday. And that, I think, will be really the big question. One model shows Friday being fairly wet. The other shows it dry and clearing out. Right now, we're going to leave in some rain chances on Friday with the idea in mind that this system may slow down a little bit, dig a little bit further south. We'll take the rain, but keep in mind that's a big travel day, big shopping day, so stay tuned. Right now, we have a 30% chance in there for Thursday and for Friday. Temperatures holding in the 60s. And notice temperatures do moderate next couple days. 54 Tuesday, 61 on Wednesday. And I do think we eventually clear out by next weekend. We'll get some pretty nice weather by Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. Thank you, Justin.
Yep.
9:47, 41 degrees.
It was a star-studded night and one of music's biggest nights of the year.
That's right. The 50th Annual American Music Awards were jam-packed with powerful performances and even some controversy.
ABC's Will Gans has a recap.
Sit back and relax.
Hey, white man.
The 50th American Music Awards rolling into the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. Pink getting the party started on the ground, and Carrie Underwood taking it to new heights. A night full of show-stopping performances and surprises. Some the audience loved. Cardi B joining Glorilla for an unannounced performance of Tomorrow 2. But other surprises were less warmly received.
And the American Music Award goes to Chris Brown.
Lionel Richie honored with the prestigious Icon Award. The all-night-long superstar then joining his friends Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder, Charlie Puth, Melissa Etheridge, and more to sing We Are the World.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
And Pink taking the stage again to perform a heartfelt tribute to the late Olivia Newton-John. And at the world's largest fan-voted award show, the fans hopelessly devoted to T-Swift.
Taylor Swift!
Taylor Swift! An historic weekend at the AMAs for Taylor, after a turbulent few days with that Ticketmaster disaster surrounding her tour.
I cannot express how unbelievable it is to me that I still get to do this and that you still care. So, thank you, underlined with 13 exclamation points. I don't know what to say. I love you.
Taylor Swift swept every single one of the 6 categories she was nominated in, and in doing so extended her record as the most awarded artist in AMA's history, with 40 total wins. Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
It's about 10 till 10.
When we come back, we'll take a listen To some new Christmas music coming our way just in time for the holidays.
Well, if you needed some new Christmas music to listen to this season, pop singer Debbie Gibson has a new album for you.
There are also new holiday sounds from Chris Isaak and Andrea Bocelli.
That's right. CNN's Rick Damigella tells us more about these albums.
Debbie Gibson's Christmas Star is an original song from her very first Christmas album, Winterlicious.
Winterlicious is like the holiday album that I would want to listen to as a holiday music fan. I love albums that kind of encompass all the styles and give you all the feels. So it's everything from 36-piece orchestra to horn sections to super modern current production sound. It's pretty much half originals and half classics.
A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
That's Chris Isaak performing the Christmas standard Winter Wonderland from his second set of holiday songs, Everybody Knows It's Christmas.
Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Andrea Bocelli is joined by his 24-year-old son Matteo and 10-year-old daughter Virginia on the album A Family Christmas, featuring solos, duets, and trio performances by the Bocellis. Wishing you an early Merry Christmas in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
'Tis the season to be thankful, and we are definitely thankful for our amazing educators. Coming up tomorrow on GMSA at 9, we're featuring a local principal who was nominated as this month's Educator of the Month. Stephanie Cerna will share her story tomorrow on GMSA at 9.
And please don't forget, we're still raising money for No Shave November. We have about 10 days to go as we look at the current status of donations right now. Mike Ostrage he's jumped up to $1,800. I'm in second. Stephen Cavazos is sitting at $1,150. Max Massey, Justin Horn, $781. Remember, every little bit helps. Our team total is a little over $11,900 this morning.
The goal is $20,000. All the money donated going to a good cause. Take out your phones and scan this QR code, and that is how you can donate on behalf of some of these gentlemen here at KSAT. I want to give a plug to Justin and Max. I want to get them to $1,000 like you and Mike. There it is. Yeah. And Steven. And then, of course, Mike gave himself a huge plug today with Team Gray Hair. And then at the end of the show, we got donations.
Yeah. Indeed. All right, so a little more rain today?
A little bit. We've still got some showers coming through, and we'll see a few more into the afternoon.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
Bye.
Be safe.
Stay warm.